Solving inequalities, find out the integral values of x which satisfy the inequality 2 into brackets 3 minus 2x is greater than 1 plus 3x is greater or equal to 2x minus 6. Before we begin, open your YouTube application and go to the search bar. Type the name of my channel, KCC Mathematics Tutorials. Once it loads, you'll be able to see my channel with the logo, KCC Mathematics Tutorials. Please consider to subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed, and don't forget to enable all the notifications to be up to date with all the content and materials I upload. Once in the channel, you'll be able to see all the videos, all the tutorials, and the content I have prepared, and I hope these will help you in the process of learning. Thank you. So we shall begin by extracting two inequalities from this single combined inequality. This is how we're going to do it. So we shall extract the first one from that point, from 2 to 3x, that is 2 into bracket 3 minus 2x greater than 1 plus 3x. Then the other one will begin from 1 plus 3x is greater than or equal to 2x minus 6. So those are the two inequalities that you're going to extract, and then we solve them to have two solutions of these combined inequality. So the first one, as we've seen highlighted in red, will run from 2 into bracket 3 minus 2x is greater than 1 plus 3x. Then the second one will begin from 1 plus 3x is greater than or equal to 2x minus 6. So those are the two inequalities. We have to solve them and obtain two solutions which will help us to get the integral values of x. So the first one, which is the first equation, which is 2 into brackets 3 minus 2x is greater than 1 plus 3x. We begin by solving that. So the first thing, we open the brackets by multiplying everything in the bracket by 2, which will give 6x. 6 minus 4x is greater than 1 plus 3x. Then like terms together, put the like terms together, the x's together and the constants together. So we have on the left hand side, we shall have negative 4x. When you bring plus 3x to the left hand side, you get negative 3x, which will be greater than 1. When you bring positive 6 to the right hand side, you get negative 6. So we brought the like terms together. Now let us, that is how we do it. So we have taken 6, positive 6 to the right hand side, and then positive 3x to the left hand side. Now negative 4x minus 3x, you get negative 7x is greater than 1 minus 6 is negative 5. And these we divide both sides by negative 7 in order to remain with x, and you get x is greater than 5 over 7. Now there's something here you need to be very careful about. When you divide or multiply both sides of the inequality by a negative sign, the inequality sign changes to the opposite. Now that is why in this case you can see, after dividing both sides by negative 7, the inequality sign changes from greater than to less than. So x is therefore less than 5 over 7. So that is what I'm writing here, that you need to note that dividing or multiplying both sides of the inequality by a negative sign changes the inequality sign to the opposite. So if it was greater than, it becomes less than. If it was greater than or equal to, it becomes greater than, less than or equal to. If it was less than or equal to, it becomes greater than or equal to. So it changes to the opposite. That is very important to note. Now, that is the first equation that we have extracted. Now let us go to the second equation, and the second equation is here, which is 1 plus 3x 1 plus 3x is greater than or equal to 2x minus 6. That is the second equation that we extracted. Now, as usual, we solve it by bringing the like terms together. The x's should be together and the constants should be together on the same side of the inequality. Now, we bring 2x to the left hand side, and on the left hand side, and we take up 1 to the right hand side, and this one will give so when you bring 2x to the left hand side, you get 3x minus 2x is greater than or equal to negative 6 minus 1. So 3x minus 2x is x is greater than negative 6 minus 1 is negative 7. Now that is the second solution, and therefore the two solutions that we now have for the combined inequality are: the first solution that we got was x is less than 5 over 7, and then the second solution is x is greater than or equal to negative 7. So those are the two solutions that we have obtained. So now the next thing is to represent those solutions on the number line. That will help us now get the integral values of x that satisfy the combined inequality. So let us draw the number line. So we draw the number line. So we shall draw from 0. We have, I can see the positive, we have 5 over 7, so it will be between 0 and 1. Then the negative side we have up to negative 7, so we should begin by negative 1, negative 2, that is negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, and negative 7. So now we identify negative 7 is there, and then 5 over 7 is somewhere between 0 and 1, somewhere there. We're just sketching the position, estimating. So that is 5 over 7 is there. Now we have to shade that point where we have negative 7, since negative 7 is part of the solution. Remember, it is greater or equal to equal. So meaning that equal sign means that negative 7 is part of the solution that you're going to obtain. But for 5 over 7, less than 5 over 7, 5 over 7 will not be part of the solution. And when you're giving the integral values, we give the integers. Integers should be positive and negative whole numbers. And 5 over 7, despite being not part of the solution, still it is not part of the integral values. It is not, you can say it is a part of fraction. It is not a whole number or negative or positive. It is just a fraction, and that will not be part of the solution. As well as being less than, something that is less than 5 over 7, it is not part of the solution. And therefore, the solution that we have for this part of the question is negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0. So as I've said, 5 over 7 is not part of the solution. It doesn't satisfy the inequality. So that is how you're supposed to basically work out that question.